Any changes to the starting lineup tonight?
Yeah, we're gonna go back with Gerald. Well, I think obviously in the last 4 games of the Chicago series, the way we started the games, with the exception of the game at home, was good. Obviously, we didn't start either of the last 2 games well. But probably the most important thing was, as I looked at it, was I want to keep our bench intact. You know, again, we've been good all year with the Amir Al combination, but I think you know, one of the things that we do when we play our best is spread people out, and so we want to be able to play with space and shooting and everything else. And the bench guys will still play a lot of minutes, and Smart will definitely play starter minutes as usual.
Right, Avery said yesterday he was a little bit sore. How is he doing? Is he good to go tonight?
Yeah, I've heard nothing to the contrary. He was everything all day. He's been planning on playing and felt good, looked good. He's going out there and shooting. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't.
You mentioned about Isaiah that something that impressed you is going through all the adulation and still working through it. What do you think is the key to him being able to do that, to take all the praise and the text messages and everything and still kind of do what he's been able to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a reason why great is great. You know, I think that guys that are, you know, ultra-driven don't stop because they, you know, get knocked down, and they don't stop because somebody pats them on the back. They just keep going. There's a pursuit to excellence that's never ending, and excellence to them, with the way they define it, may never be attainable. But it's the pursuit of it that makes them special, because there's always something else that they can do. And you know, Jeff was just talking about it. Isaiah's goals are to be the best and then keep getting better, and then to continue to help our team win, and to win at levels that he's never experienced before, that any of us in the room haven't experienced before at the NBA level. So I think it's that he doesn't get off course because of bad days or pats on the back.
Coach, to your left. Defensively down the stretch, you guys seem to be at your best in both games 1 and 2. What's the key to just kind of elevating that play a little bit earlier?
Well, I think first of all, it's a long game. And so if we elevate the play earlier in the first 6 minutes and play better, but then don't play well the next 42 minutes, it's not going to be a good result. We got to play as well as we can, possession to possession. The Wizards have been a great starting team all year. They've been a great home team all year. And we have to play every possession like it's the most important possession, and realizing that they're going to go on some runs and we have to respond, and realizing that, you know, if good things happen, we can't stop going that way. We'd like to start better, there's no question about it. But there's 2 teams out there, and they're awfully good at it.
Coach, over here to your right in the back. Do you remind your guys that just a short time ago, you were down 0-2 and stormed all the way back to win a series, and not to get overconfident as you come down here?
Our guys aren't going to get overconfident. I mean, we got pounded for 5 of the 8 quarters, in my opinion. We got to play well. I mean, and we all know that this is a heck of a team with great talent, and we're going to have to play possession to possession well. Our guys have done a good job of just kind of staying in the moment. You know, the thing that I was impressed with in the Bulls series was not coming back from 0-2, was once we got it to 2-2, and it didn't change. It went the same, and it's hard to win in the playoffs. These teams are really good.
Coach, there was a stretch in the last game where Jaylen was out there defending John Wall and seemed to do a pretty good job. Could you just talk about the growth that you've seen in Jaylen from day 1 to where he's at now, as from a defensive standpoint?
Well, he spent a lot more time on Beal. He got switched on the wall maybe a couple of times, and did a pretty good job. But, you know, he's continuously gotten better. I give him a lot of credit for studying, working hard at that. I think he and Micah Shrewsbury spend a lot of time watching extra film of guys that maybe not only that he'll guard, but maybe some other guys just to study and learn and kind of expedite the learning curve there. You know, the month or month and a half when Avery was out and Jaylen went, you know, that week when we were out west guarding all those guys night after night after night was great for Jaylen. And hopefully gave him some confidence as he takes on huge challenges in the playoffs. And, you know, he spent most of his minutes in the playoffs guarding really good players. I mean, when you think about Butler, when he was playing in the Chicago series, now you've got Beal the other night, Wall on a couple of possessions. I mean, but that's where Jaylen has to be good for us right now to give us our best chance to win.
Coach, Ian Mahinmi is now a game time decision. How do you think that maybe affects how you guys play the Wizards' second unit?
Yeah, we're not going to play much different. Obviously, he's a really good player. We have to be great on his rolls. We have to be great on him running to the rim. We have to be great in defending him and not letting him get angles in and around 6 to 8 feet inside that area. And, you know, anytime you get a good player back that plays with good character, because he's got a good competitive way about him, that can be a real boost for the team. And so we've got to do a great job of meeting his energy right out of the gate.